What's up guys, it's Maxwell back with the next war recap video, this time random action against Kronos. And wow guys, this was really close. As you can see, 113 on stars, won by 0.15%, so freaking close this war. We were at a slight disadvantage here. They had one extra 11, but we had two more 10s, so yeah, sort of a funny mismatch up. Still, well, relatively fair, I guess, but two more 11 hits always should give you the percentage advantage with the extra 11 in. So yeah, we were at a little bit of a disadvantage here, but yeah, of course, nothing you cannot overcome if you perform very good. We're gonna kick off with Town Hall 9. We got 3 Town Hall 9 attacks today. And of course, talking about Town 9 attacks, you gotta have Rob Fighter in. He's always beasting it with the 6-packs. And yeah, rarely ever fails a hit, so definitely always something to learn from his attacks. Get some cleanup down here very early. I like that. I've seen it in a few videos this week as well. Get some cleanup down. If you have free trash buildings that you can get those early, make it, yeah, save the time fail and just get that cleanup down early, which is of course what he did. Then he's gonna kill the clan castle with his queen. 1v1 the archer tower that is being distracted up there with a hawk. At least that was the goal. Unfortunately, he had to pop the queen ability, so the hawk trade did not quite work out. But of course, he's got 23 more hawks in the back, so he can just place another one over there if he so chooses. Uses a rage spell now on queen, so she's gonna have yeah, no damage, or not gonna have to worry about the damage now. Queen is eventually gonna take out the cannon and then only has the archer tower on her. Moves in with a couple Valkyries and some bowlers to do some damage down here. Of course, also kill the enemy king. And then the goal is, as he likes to do, to go through the middle here with hawks. And he's actually going to do sort of a funny deployment. Deploy some from the bottom, some from the top. So check it out, guys. Here comes the yeah, spam me drop at the bottom. And then he's also going to send some in at the top just to sort of save the queen. Get the expo out of the way. That was the whole entire goal. And he's going to have another heal spell, which he is going to use next to the wizard tower, so no swag going on this time, but hey, you don't always need to swag. So cool hawk hit here by Rob, getting it done on number 32. Yeah, gets through the sweepers, kills the last Tesla, and then the king is going to die to the hoggies as well. So good job. Builder hut at 12. I talked about the early cleanup, he sort of left that out, but yeah, not always the greatest attention to detail, obviously, in midweek war. I'm sure in CWL he would have gotten it. Shout out to Steve Wolf for the farming troops there. Anyways, oh, that's actually not the attack that I wanted to watch. I wanted to go to 28 here. Yeah, and it's actually yours truly. My Town Hall 9 is now also in DLC, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Really happy that it finally worked out. Of course, this account is not even maxed out yet. Still one level on the king missing, so had some farming to do, but now I have also joined the squad with my 9, and yeah, it's pretty fun to also play now Town 9. I really enjoy it. For this base here, I chose a mass hawk hit. I figured it would be relatively easy to get the clan castle and the enemy queen, and then also create some pathing for the hawks. That was the whole entire goal here. Pop the king ability. Maybe not the most necessary king ability there, but I had somebody shouting at me in voice chat. No, I'm not gonna blame anybody. I think it was sort of okay. Got the elixir storage out of the way there, funneled the queen the correct way, but I guess she would have gone that way anyways. Teslas came up early here, so I kind of decided to go a lot heavier on the hawks than what I had originally intended. King was doing some nice tanking there, had a pretty good pathing into those initial defenses, and now, as you can see, the counterclockwise circle here is being created. I'm sending in the level 7 hawks from 230 there. Also worked out nicely, and at this point 3 heal spells left in the bag. I probably could have swagged at least one of those, but I decided to place them and just sort of make the 3-star extra safe here. And yeah, of course, with the last heal spell left for those 2 wizard towers and Tesla, those are not going to be able to stop me. So a mass hawk hit here, I really enjoy doing those. It's quite fun to do those once in a while. I like mass hawking quite a bit, and had a couple of loons. In case you're wondering what I'm doing with loons in a hawk hit, this was a fresh hit, so always good to bring a couple of loons for troll Teslas if you have those, because those can otherwise cause a time fail. That's your tip of the day right there, if you want to call it that. And in this case, I was of course able to just use the loons for cleanup as there were no troll Teslas. Next up is going to be Bobo, one of our newest members, actually I think the newest Town Hall 9 on our team, and of course now on the roster as well pretty soon, so pumped to have him. He's been doing nothing but 3-starring so far, so all of his war attacks so far have been 3 stars, has been in a couple of wars now, so yeah, very good performances by him. Really like seeing him attack. Very solid guy over here. This time doing things with the Shattered entry and then Lalo for the back end. Bowlers and a Clan Castle, of course. Gotta bring those bowlers nowadays. Some pretty good value here for his kill squad. Gets 2 air defenses, gets the queen, gets the Clan Castle, and also an expo and a sweeper. So whenever you can get that type of value, it's definitely a good idea to bring the Shattered Gobo here like he did in this case. And he's actually gonna get 3 air defenses. Pardon me, I even missed out on this air defense here. So he's gonna get that. Still has both hero abilities. The king is gonna make his way through the wall there, and oh, he's actually gonna get all 4. So yeah, guys, rip the Maxwell predictions. Obviously, I have not been able to watch every attack, especially since it's midweek. So yeah, it's gonna have to end up with a Lalo here with no air defenses left, but that's actually gonna be pretty cool because that Lava Hound sort of suspended there mid-air and went to tank in a pretty good spot. At this point, he's got all his loons in. Sort of missed the Troll Tesla here at 9 o'clock, but hey, it's all good. So many troops left and the haste spell as well. He absolutely smashed this base. Nice job to Bobo. And yeah, as I already said, shout out to him. Very cool to have him on the team. Always a pleasure to see him attack. So far, I hope that's not gonna change. No, we have faith in him. Nice guy on the squad, and that's gonna move us to Town Hall 10 action already. There we go. The first 10 versus 10 triple. We had 3 10v10 triples this war, guys. Kronos had 2. So that's a little bit of a difference there. That definitely helped us overcome the mismatch. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention so far we're also gonna have some 11 versus 11 action towards the end of this one. So rip me. It's kind of early still, so maybe I'm not quite awake yet. But yeah, there's gonna be 3 10v10 triples and a nice little 11 versus 11 trip in the end as well. That actually, we're gonna get that later. So now you guys know and you can look forward to that. Anyways, Oscar coming in right here with his Lee 1104 account. Getting a nice 10v10 triple, so very cool. They're charging an Inferno Tower, of course. This is not the usual standard compartment that you see where you think, well, I'm going to charge an Inferno Tower here. But he gets an Inferno Tower, gets an air defense as well. And that's going to set him up for a spam loon attack, which is going to work out pretty nicely on this one. There goes the Inferno, gets a couple shots on the, actually takes out the Archer Tower after that as well, so yeah, nice job. Pre-planted haste spell with the double finger loon drop here. Nice timing on the Lava Hound loon, I really like that timing here. Haste spell, then the Lava Hound just at the right time. There is a Wizard and an Archer in the Clan Castle, so those are going to be a little bit of a worry. He's going to have a Skelly spell down there for enemy queen, 2 Skelly spells of course. But the king and the archer wizard sort of being tough, but still able to take out the queen. Also, the lava pups helped out, and it looks like pretty much all the skeletons survived there. So, good job to the skeletons. Gets the last Inferno Tower, and now the loon pathing looking sort of strange, but nicely for him, those loons are peeling off towards the core. Tesla farm on the back end here is gonna hurt a little bit, but hey, still a heal spell left with about 327 balloons, so nothing gonna be able to stop him from the 3-star here. And yeah, that's gonna be GG for base number 19. Nicely done to Oscar. Sort of close in the end, but hey, a triple is a triple. So the attack definitely looked a lot more dominating than it turned out to be. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Nicely done. Up next is number 16, and we have Prototype coming in, getting the triple here. So great job to him as well, of course, with an attack that we attempted a couple of times, actually hasting the cannon away there with well, the last loon wasn't really necessary, but I guess it sort of damaged the wizard tower, so it's all good. Gets the wizard and archer lured out of the clan castle, which is definitely a good thing. The wizard was always a little bit of trouble here with the wizard taking a couple shots at the queen. In this case, you guys saw it, the wizard died before it reached the queen, and that was actually sort of crucial here. He's gonna have a bowler at the bottom funneling that mortar away, that so just getting a trash building and a building for pathing, of course, out of the way. King is gonna have his way with a couple more trash buildings. Tank Giant is coming in here to tank the cannon for Queen. Queen is gonna take out the cannon with only an archer tower on her, and then is gonna have no problem taking out enemy Queen. The spawning archers so often attract enemy Queen. That's also what happened in this case. So really nice on that, that the archers sort of did that. And then comes in with the loon drop here from 1:30 to 12 o'clock, and then of course once again counterclockwise. There goes the third and last lava hound. We still have a hawk, guys. Watch the hawk. This bowler bounce here was meant to damage the air defense. The bowler sort of took a little bit of non-ideal pathing, but still with that archer tower distracted, that hawk able to come in there and damage the air defense, and then the bowler switched to the air defense. So in the end, really huge value for this one bowler, guys. That's what's so nice sometimes. And yeah, this raid also became sort of close because the lava hound actually popped, and as you can see, the lava pops onto the balloons here, so heart in the mouth for the rest of this attack. But managed to work out. Crucial to get the clan castle down there. Then the enemy king fell, and eventually the minions were able to clean up the lava pups, and that was the triple here on number 16. So good attack to prototype. And the last 10v10 triple is gonna come on number 12, where we have Tamo coming in with his Arab account name here and the queen charge actually, so pretty cool. No, this was also attempted a couple of times, so a cleanup hit here by Tamo with a very clean execution. You guys are really gonna enjoy watching this one. I know that I did. I remember watching this attack when it happened live on voice chat. So shout out to Tamo once again for the great execution. He is probably the best Laloon attacker that we have also, so that definitely helps, but also very clean queen charge here. Has the poison spell down for that Wizzy, and Archer is gonna, I think he's not gonna use the rage spell. I don't quite remember. Once again, watching so many Town Hall 10 attacks, definitely a lot more Town Hall 10 attacks than Town Hall 9 attacks. That loon over there at 9 o'clock, guys, notice that, lures out the air skeleton trap, and the baby dragon is gonna be able to deal with that air skeleton trap. That's pretty good as well, because then he will not have to worry about that later in the raid. Queen makes her way around the corner here. There goes the jump spell. King setting the other half of the funnel. Is going to clear a couple trash buildings and also tank for the Tesla and cannon, which is sort of crucial here because it takes some damage away from Queen. King is going to pop the ability, move into the Inferno Tower, take it out. That definitely is good because, yeah, it would otherwise block the healing. Giant bomb gets set off, so the queen is not going to have to worry about that. And now it was about where does the queen stand inside this compartment. A couple times we had the queen actually moving down from this point, but in this case she did not go down, she did go up, which is what we wanted to happen. So Tamo with the clean execution there made it work. And then take a look at his loon drop again already, guys. So nice to watch this loon drop. He's really, really good at that. And yeah, 3 haste spells early, a sort of Illuminati shape here, so what's going on with that? But yeah, there goes the rage spell in front of that expo and Inferno Tower. The Inferno Towers getting taken out nice and quickly, and that's what happens when you have good Lalo skills. You get the Inferno Tower, nice pathing into the Inferno Tower, you get it out of the way quickly, and Queen ability even to able to deal with the Wizard Tower here, and cleanup also happening very quickly, so even a great job on cleanup. So yeah, overall an awesome attack, best attack of the war, I think, by Tamo here, without a question. So great job to him. And guys, that is it for the 10v10s. We're gonna check out 110 versus 11, and then we're gonna get into the end of the war and into the final attack, and that one is definitely gonna be some real hype, I can already tell you that. But first, let's start off with Twitch right here. Twitch with a very solid war, 4-pack, 10 versus 11 style, with combined percent of over 120, so he 2-star 211s with 60% plus. I think it's 60 and 61% or something like that. But yeah, anyways, Twitch here is taking out number 1, attempted to get the mortar, did not quite work there, too much defense coming in, but still the Wizzy is able to clear a couple trash buildings, set the funnel for his queen walk, which is going to happen here from 9 o'clock towards 12. You will see that he is already able to snipe off some nice percentage at the bottom here, that archer tower there. Very exposed, no bombs guarding it, so the hasted loons did work successfully there. Has no poison spell for this attack. Rarely ever do we see that nowadays, guys. This was a fresh hit as well, so he did not know about the clan castle. Attempts another loon trade for the mortar there. Once again, doesn't quite work out, but still has the 2 Wizzies sniping off a couple of buildings. So, yeah, nice percentage and nice funnel once again. There goes the rage spell. Perfect rage spell. Exact timing yeah, for that. And the queen has been able to set the second half of the funnel. And now you guys can already see very nice pathing into the town hall here. Only gonna have to worry about 1 Inferno tower. Not a lot of damage on queen, so she's gonna be nice and healthy going towards the core. The healers are of course gonna switch to the kill squad or move in with the kill squad. Bowlers doing the funnel there behind the golem. Only 1 golem for this attack, but a whole host of bowlers, so looking really strong. This was straight up a beautiful 10 versus 11 hit, guys. So yeah, if I had not included this one into the recap, I definitely would have done a bad job with this recap. Perfect free spell as well, just at the right time, saves the bowlers. And yeah, there goes Lalo from the clan castle. So fortunate it was not little troops, but he had so many bowlers in the middle that really he wouldn't even have to worry about that, even with no poison spell. Had it been like Baby and the witch or something, the bowlers would have just straight up bowled her over. Healers onto the bowlers, healing everything back up to full, and that's where he got such a nice percent. Queen of course did kill the lava hound, so the pups did some work, but Queen able to survive that, grab a couple buildings after, and that's gonna be her demise. So ran out of time here for the gold mine. 61% by Twitch. And then guys, let's jump into the war details, war events, and check it out. These were the final moments of war, and we were trailing by stars, but also trailing by percent, so we definitely needed the last bucket attack here, the Jonas Woe attack, to be a 3-star and also pick up about 40%. So we went for this Town Hall 11 that had previously been 58%, I believe, or 55% or something, and Bucket came in here with the last second 11 versus 11 triple to seal the deal for us, as I already posted on Twitter a couple days ago in that hype there after the war. Straight up awesome. And also shout out to Oscar for this one. Oscar came in on voice chat very late and said, because Bucket was planning to drop a rage spell on his opener here with those heroes and those couple bowlers just to be able to have that work a little bit better, and Oscar said, no, don't drop a rage spell there, there's no value for that. Everybody else on voice chat before that was agreeing on dropping the rage spell, but Oscar said, no, don't do it, you're still gonna get your funnel set up. And Bucket, as you can see, did end up not dropping the rage, and that really helped him out later in the raid. Excuse me. Because he got everything accomplished that he wanted here. You will see that he has 3 skeleton spells, and that's because he's gonna have to deal with a level 45 Archer Queen with some splash damage helping her, so hence he brought this 3 skelly spells. Still the queen kill was not exactly smooth, because the freaking Clan Castle Wizard and the Archer there sort of messed him up. He dropped the skeleton spells perfectly, but the Wizard with his splash damage, maybe you should have waited a bit on those skelly spells, but yeah, anyways, the queen was luckily not hindering this 3-star. As you can see, she survived with really, really low health there, but still 3 skelly spells not able to kill her just because of the Clan Castle Wizard. But luckily his Lalo worked out so nicely that it still ended up being a 3-star. Good pathing into the last Inferno Tower heal spell. While the loons are inside the Warden ability, you can of course heal them even if they are under Inferno Tower fire, and now the loons rushing here into these last defenses. The haste spell really valuable with the healthy loons onto the last Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, and Archer Tower there. That's gonna be GG for this base. So great job to Bucket on yeah, winning the war, you gotta say, with this last attack. Of course, I know there's 40 people attacking, guys, there's 80 attacks, but yeah, definitely amazing to get an 11 versus 11 triple so late and sort of break Kronos' hearts, I guess. They definitely also could have won this war. So yeah, guys, as far as the stats goes, both teams with one dip fail. Both teams with 1-11 versus 11. They, of course, bucket tripled, and then, yeah, shout out to Ast right here, who tripled my second Town Hall 11. And then we also had one of their guys, not quite evil, with the 10v10 six-pack right here and right here. So shout out to him as well. Great performance there. 10 versus 11 performance. We took 9 hits for their 6 bases, so awesome job to the 10v11 squad. That, of course, already includes the 11 versus 11 hit. They used 10 hits to take out our 5 bases, so we outperformed them 10 versus 11, 3 versus 2, 10v10, so we had one more there, outperformed them 10 versus 10 as well, and both sides with one dip fail, as I already mentioned. So yeah, that's your war right there. Shout out to Kronos, fun one here, very close, and once again, guys, with this ending here, so crazy. Bucket went in with a couple seconds left on the clock, so yeah, and they also had a successful dip last minute. So yeah, awesome war. Once again, congratulations to Kronos also on a great performance. Always a heartbreaker to lose on percent, so close, but yeah, we were able to outlast them. So that's gonna do it for today. And guys, a little bit of a spoiler, there's gonna be a recap coming. Look who we matched again randomly. This Swarm, we had them in CWL now, then they randomly matched our sister Dark Looters, and now we matched them again. So pretty funny recap on that coming in a couple days. Until that time, guys, I will see you all later. Peace out.